Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Krishno Rakshatu no Jagatraya Guruhu. Krishnam Namasyamyaham. Krishne Namarasyatravo Vinihataha. Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha. Krishna Deva Samuthitam Jagadidam. Krishnasya Dasosmyaham. Krishne Tisthati Sarvametadakhilam. He Krishna Samrakshamam. Jai Sri Narayana. With the blessings of Sri Chinna Swamiji, we are continuing Bhagavad Gita Satsang. We are in chapter 6. We finished sloka 10. Today we will continue from sloka 11. I'll share my screen. Hope you can see.
We can see. Yes.
Please chant. Suchau dese pratisthapya
Suchau deshe pratisthapya
Hiramasanamaatmanaha
Sthiramasanamaatmanaha
Natyutsritam nati nicham
Nadityuchritam natinicam
Kelajina kusottaram
Jainajina kushottaram
Let's chant together. Suchau
Suchau
dese
deshe
pratisthapya
Sthiramasanamaatmanaha
Hiramasanamaatmanaha
Nadityuchritam
Nati
natinicam
nicham
Jainajina
Kelajina
kushottaram
kusottaram. Actually, this sloka and the next sloka are also linked. So let us chant next sloka as well. I'll share the screen. Sloka 12. Please chant. Tatraikagram manah krutva
Tatraikam
yata chittendriya kriyaha
Yata chittendriyakriyah
upavishwasane yunjat
Upavishwasaniyunjat
yogamatma visuddhaye.
Yogamatmavisuddhaye
Let's chant together.
Tatraikam Yata chittendriyakriyah
Upavishyasane
Pavishyasane Yogamatmavisuddhaye.
In the previous sloka, Lord Krishna started explaining about how we should start meditating, right? So, who is eligible or who is fit to do the meditation? Then he started saying, okay, we should meditate. And how we should meditate in sloka 10, just to recap, he said, it is important for us to meditate regularly on a daily basis. So we must constantly meditate on Atma. And then where do we meditate? We have to meditate in a secluded place, not in a place where there's a lot of noise, rush, and a lot of movement. Secluded places where you can sit for some time without being disturbed by other people. Either asking you to move to some other place, or maybe you'll be disturbed by them or by anything else in the nature, or by other people. Secluded place where you can sit and constantly meditate, restraining your mind. So once we sit there to meditate, restrain your mind from all other thoughts, frivolous thoughts, that useless thoughts that come to us, restrain that, and then not having any desires, just focus. Like when we start meditating, okay, I want a car, I want I want money, I want health, I want whatever, so not having those desires coming into our mind, meditate on Atma only, desire for Atma. Okay. And then again, desires and possessions go together. So that's why he said, don't have the desires and don't have the sense of possession as well. So this is mine, this belongs to me, So those thoughts also, don't let them come to your mind. So with that, sit quietly and do the meditation. Now in sloka 11 and 12 is saying, how do we prepare, ourselves to actually sit and then do the meditation. So stiram asanam, sorry, stiram asanam atmanah pratisthapya. The first thing, after establishing our, whatever seating place, okay, that is firm. So we need to select a firm sitting place, like a wood or something like that. Not too soft, not too hard. It should be firm, so that we can sit there for a longer duration. Okay, stiram asanam atmanah pratisthapya. Then na ati uchritam, not too high. Okay, not too high. Don't sit on a very high table or something like that. Na ati nicham, not too low. Okay, like don't sit directly on the floor or very close to the floor. Little bit, like take a plank or something like that, which is made of wood, and sit on that. Not too high, not too low. Like if we if you are sitting on the table at the with the top, and then if we are not perfect, we may we are closing our eyes and then we are doing meditation, we may fall from it also. And also not too low, so that you will sleep on the floor. Na ati nicham, right? Not too low. Chela ajina kusa uttaram. Chela ajina kusa uttaram. Spreading a white cloth on top of, here it talks about deer skin. Deer skin placed on a grass on top of this that firm seat, firm plank. So first on the plank, put some grass, right? On top of it, put the deer skin. On top of it, put a white cloth. Okay? On that, we need to sit. So basically something that is soft, that will be soft for us. So deer skin, of course, in those days, it is deer skin is allowed. It was available widely and not a problem. But nowadays, we should not be using deer skin. We should use any other material which is soft in nature, soft cloth or soft material, anything, not deer skin here. So, so sit on that, and then Suchau Dese, that's the first thing he started, right? Suchau Dese Pratisthapya. Suchau Dese means in a pure place. Right. So where do you place this seat? In a pure place. Okay. So in a pure place, pure place means?
Yeah, Shuddham only.
Any?
Shuddham.
Shuddham, yeah. So, what kind of place is pure?
It's like a prayer room.
Puja room.
Puja room.
Puja room, yeah. Okay. So, I mean, don't put it in a place where you will be distracted. You will be distracted by the impurities. Now, we might not recognize, but there are some vibrations in those places. Like we don't want to sit in a place where there are bad vibrations. Okay. So sit in a place where it is not having those bad vibrations. Puja place would be great. Okay. Not in a place where there is rajasic and tamasic activity that has gone on for a long time. And then okay, this place is secluded, let me go and meditate there. It may not work out for us. Okay. So because we'll be affected by the vibrations as well. So select a pure place. In that pure place, select a seat which is firm, not too soft, not too hard, but firm. On that, put something that is soft in nature. Okay. And then put a cloth, white cloth, and then sit on that and then do the meditation. So, and then in next sloka 12, Lord Krishna is saying, Tatra asane upavishya. So after sitting there on that seat, on that asana, manaha ekagratam krutva. Sorry, ekagram krutva is mind, focus on, focus the mind on Atma. Okay. After making the mind focus on Atma, manaha ekagram krutva. Then yata chitta indriya kriyaha. Controlling. Yata means controlling. Chitta indriya kriyaha. Activities of mind and senses. Okay. Controlling all activities of mind and senses. Okay. So when we sit there, not focus on the sensory perceptions, like, oh, how beautiful the smell is, or, I mean, it's good. I mean, you not focus on it. If you happen to get it, that's fine. But the focus should not shift on to sensory perceptions of that particular place. Okay. And mind also should not wander all over the place. Okay, senses are sensing something that is around, right, nearby. And the mind can go anywhere. So control that. Control the activities of mind and senses. Yogam yunjat atma visuddhaye. Yogam yunjat. Practice the atma vision. Atma vishuddhaye. For the purification of Atma. So basically, Lord Krishna gave a good checklist for us on how to practice meditation. Okay. So we'll go through completely. Practice Atma vision for the purification of the Atma and get rid of karmic bondage. See, that is the goal, right? We want to get rid of the karmic bondage. So for that purpose, we are doing the meditation. So practice that meditation like this. Select a place that is pure. Okay. In that place, establish a firm seat. Okay. Made of wood, maybe. Place that seat on that ground. Okay. So that it is not too high, not too low. Okay. On top of that seat, you can, if you have, you can put that kusa grass, the darbhas.
That
to sanctify the seat, right? Typically that kusha grass is used to sanctify the place in our Vedic practices. If you don't have, that's fine. On that seat, place a soft material, and then on top of that, put a white cloth. Okay, and then sit on that seat and start doing the meditation. Focus the mind on Atma, not on the sensory perceptions. Controlling the activities of the mind. Don't let the mind go all over the place. Okay, control all your thoughts that go on in the mind. Control the activities that are, that are related to the external world. Okay, doing that, continue the meditation. Okay, simple steps. There's, we just have to follow, but these are simple steps that we need to practice. Any questions on that?
And most of the meditations are group sessions, kadande. They have group sessions kind of, and so we learn from there and do it at home. That's what.
So basically, somebody may be teaching you this,
Yeah.
that this is how you need to do it.
Yeah.
Bhagavan, Lord Krishna has given us the instruction. So one of the things that somebody may teach is like any mantra you need to chant, right? In order to focus our mind on Atma. Okay. That is not given here. Lord Krishna did not specify that. Typically, Sri Swamiji meditated for 1 hour every day when the Statue of Equality was inaugurated, right? Early morning, I believe 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 in the morning, meditating. We have to sit like that. It's in a pure place. There's no disturbance. Nobody making any sounds. And meditate by chanting Ashtakshari. Internally, not outside. You're chanting Ashtakshari, focusing on Paramatma.
Can I ask him?
Sure.
Like you mentioned something, right? Wherever you choose a place where you don't see or not many rajasic activities have gone through. So in that context, can I say, even in Telugu they say stalabhalam, right? Like I bought this house. I bought this house and I'm maintaining like super clean house, and I select a room where I find peace and everything. But still, I didn't know what had gone through before they construct this house, right? Something, atrocious things might have gone here and all that. So you think, even if I maintain a clean house and, cleanliness, everything, those things will matter?
Knowingly don't do it. Unknowingly, or because of practical situation, if you have to do it, you can do it. Like, don't have, maybe, something might have gone on before the house is constructed in this place, right? We never know. So instead of focusing on that, right now, we know that we have a nice pure house, so we can check. But knowingly don't, I'm just giving an example, like let's say somebody has a basement where they have a bar set up.
Oh,
Okay. Don't go there and do the meditation in the middle of the bar setup where, some parties would have gone on.
mm,
I'm just giving an example. Or don't go to a place where, in the nighttime, a lot of things go on, but in the daytime, you do the practice. That vibrations would be there. So select a, don't go to a place knowingly and then, I have full strength. Let me meditate in a graveyard or something like that. Don't
Yeah.
do that, he's saying, right? So we know that this place is pure to the best of our knowledge and abilities. Let us work on that. Let us do the meditation there so that we will not have bad vibrations.
Okay.
Can we have light only during meditation? What is suggested with lights on or off or dim?
Balaji garu, again, as per Bhagavad Gita, there's no mention about it. So
Oh,
it's
Yeah.
yogic
I mean,
practices.
the initial stages, you are better off switching off the light, and
mhm.
because what happens so that you won't get distracted. That is the main idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you reach a stage where you are more advanced, then it's okay. But to the extent possible, it's always better to switch off the light.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good suggestion, and that is in line with our senses should not focus on external things, right? Like if there is light,
Yeah.
we are going to open our eyes and see, hey, this looks good, or I need to replace this or something. That focus won't be there. Like if you turn off the lights, then our eyes are by default they're not working,
Exactly.
and they're not.
Exactly. And I mean, if you see our sages, right, they used to meditate in the forest or under a tree or something like that. And, they reach the advanced stage where they can easily get absorbed in meditation, even though there are, sounds and other things surrounding. So in that case, it's okay. But yeah, for in the beginning stages, for all of us, it's better to, keep the lights off.
And in some meditations, they suggest that we can keep a pillow too underneath to have an erect back.
Yeah. So basically, yes, erect back. You learn it in the next sloka here. That is very important because when your spine is straight, your prana is flowing properly. So you have more energy, more vibration to meditate, and you won't get tired. If you're hunchback, you get tired after some time.
I think that's a firm seat with a small layer of soft material
Yes.
also makes you sit properly. Like if it is too soft, you'll go down, right? And you will automatically the position gets disturbed.
Again. But in a lot of places, what happens is most of the people, I would say, if I were to say 95% of the people, they cannot sit straight for a long time. So in those cases, they give those chairs kind of thing with back support. Yeah. But ideally, Padmasana is ideal. There are, but if we cannot sit in Padmasana, sit on a blanket like the asana that is explained here, Sthiramasana Atmanaha, like Varaprasad has explained. Then what happens? The knees come down automatically. For example, in the childhood, we used to sit on a wooden plank and eat, right? So then what happens? Your knees automatically come down. So effortlessly, the spine will be straight. If you directly sit on the floor, you have to really keep your spine straight like this. So it will start paining and you cannot focus.
And they talked about kusha grass.
So kusha grass, essentially what happens is it is a non-conductor of prana. All the things that are explained here, why they are explained that way. For example, deer skin, kusha grass, all these things, right? See, yogis give a lot of importance to prana. They want to make sure the prana is not leaking. So when you sit on that seat, you won't lose prana. You are conserving prana. That's the idea. They're non-conductor of prana material.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. We'll move on to sloka 13. Please chant. Samam kaya siro grivam.
Samam kaya shiro grivam
Dharayannachalam sthiram.
dharayanna jalam sthiram
Samprekshya nasikagram swam.
samprekshya nasikagram swam
Swam
Disaschanavalokayan.
Navalokayan
Chant together.
Samam
Samam kaya siro grivam.
dharayanna jalam sthiram samprekshya nasikagram
And next sloka also, sloka 14. Prasantatma vigatabhihi.
Prashantatma
Vigatabhihi
Brahmachari vrate sthitah.
Brahmachari
Manas samyamya machitto.
Machitto
Yukta asita matparaha.
Yukta asita matparaha
Let's chant together.
Prasantatma
Prasantatma
Vigatabhihi
vigatabhihi.
Brahmachari
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 Manas
Manasamyamya machitto.
Yukta asita matpara.
So after sitting in a pure place on a firm seat, on a soft material and a cloth, sitting there, doing the meditation, start doing the meditation. Now, how do we sit? Kaya siraha grivam dharayan. So samam kaya siraha grivam dharayan. Is there, right? So holding body, dharayan is holding, right? Kaya siraha grivam, body, head and neck. Samam, in balance. Okay? Holding, so our body, neck and head, in balance, not falling the side and that side. Okay? In balance. Achalam sthiram, still and firm. Again, not moving like this, and right? So sit still and firm, in balance. Okay, not tilting to one side, not moving around, not getting up and like that. Okay. Swam nasikagram samprekshya. Fixing the gaze of eyes, so fixing the gaze at the nose tip between the eyebrows. Okay, so we are focused our vision. You're not really seeing there, but we are focused our vision, internal vision. Okay, on the place between the eyebrows, tip of the nose. And disaha anavalokayan, not seeing all directions. Okay, so focus our vision between the eyebrows. Sit straight. Okay, body, neck and head straight, in balance and not moving, right? So in balance. Okay, so that is the first. And then yukta asita. So yuktaha asita. So yuktaha is the yogi who is seeking Atma vision, who is doing this, right? Who is seeking the Atma vision. Asita should sit Prashantatma, with peaceful mind. Vigatabhihi, without fear, being fearless. Brahmachari vrate sthitaha, staying in a state of celibacy. Okay. Manah samyamya, controlling the mind. Mat chittaha, meditate on me. Mat paraha, thinking of me alone as supreme. So now Lord Krishna gave direct instruction to us. So, so we are sitting there, we want to get the Atma vision, right? Purify our self, our Atma, from our karmic bondage that we have. What are we focusing on? We are meditating on
39, 40.
Paramatma.
Hmm.
Mat chittaha, mat paraha. So meditate on me, thinking of me alone as supreme. I am not supreme, the nature is not supreme, it's Paramatma is supreme. So we are meditating on him. He's the one who is going to make our karmic bondage go away. He's the one who will clear all the baggage that we are carrying for so long. Okay, so we are seeking self-realization. We are seeking to purify our Atma. Our Atma is not the right word. Purifying ourselves, purifying us, right? We are Atma. So purifying us or myself, I need to meditate on Paramatma. Okay, he is the supreme. Not not my meditation is cleaning me. I'm not doing the meditation by myself, right? Unless his blessing is there, we cannot even sit 1 second quiet. So every all the situation, all the environment is provided to us because of Paramatma's blessings. We are able to find a place that is pure. We are able to sit quietly in a secluded place. We are able to control our mind and senses, which we cannot do by ourselves. We are able to do that because of Paramatma. We are so we are meditating on him, and he is the supreme. He is the one who can clean our karmic bondage.
Yeah. Now here, just I want to add something on Varaprasad there.
Sure.
See, all these conditions are for us to start practicing from basic stage. Okay. For people like Swamiji, they're always in meditation, whether they are talking to us or whether they are actually, whatever transactions they are doing, it doesn't matter how they sit, what they do, because they reached a stage where their antakarani is full of Paramatma alone. I mean, they may be talking
Right.
like all of us. So once you reach that stage, then it doesn't really matter how you sit. To your questions earlier, for example, do we have to keep the spine straight and all these things? So Bhagavan is giving us he's taking us step by step. I actually went for a meditation where they regularly meditate. So half the people, were suffering. They could not sit, because then what happens if you have knee pain, your focus is on the knee itself. You cannot focus on the self or Paramatma, right? Similarly, a lot of people were actually sleeping there. So this is where Ashtanga Yoga helps, because then your back becomes very strong. You will be able to sit. But bhakti is very superior. See, if your chittam is completely full of Bhagavan himself, see, there are meditation. The meditation that is being taught here is to some degree yogic meditation. Yogic meditation is keeping the spine straight, focusing on chakras, all those things. They're important because they will elevate you and let you focus. But once you cross certain stage, it relaxes. The conditions can be relaxed.
Right. I mean, we will not be doing this throughout the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, a small amount of time in the day we can schedule for this one, and rest of the time, or also we are meditating in a different way, and basically serving whatever activities that we do it as service to God, always thinking of Him only. So that is also cleaning us. Definitely. So yeah, as you rightly said, like Sri Swamiji is, out of 24 hours, 23 hours is working with other people only, like making things better for everybody around. So taking care of all of us, and a few minutes in the day. Also, this activity, he does the meditation, and as you rightly said, Balaji, initially definitely very important, because if we are not able to do this even, right, we cannot think of a stage where we are doing regular work and thinking of Paramatma at that time. That is impossible. Yeah, so you're starting slowly. You're, as you rightly said, like initially, definitely this is very, very important. Then once our karmic bondage is cleaned, it helps us in performing karma yoga. See, one of the reasons why we are not able to perform karma yoga is also because of the karmic bondage. The people, they won't even see that I need to do this, even though they are given that knowledge, right? They can't, they won't, because of the karmic bond. Why? It's because of the karmic bondage that won't let them do it. So this is one way of clearing the karmic bondage. So if we are doing this, and obviously I think there are a lot of health benefits that are not given here, but right, Balaji? Like, doing the meditation definitely
Yes.
has so many health benefits.
Husband.
Reduces stress, all kinds of problems that we get with stress.
And actually, it makes us a better person, more successful at work as well. Because what happens under stress, sometimes we say things that we don't intend to say, lot of anxiety, and we become more inefficient at what we do. So when we meditate, you'll have clear mind. Once your mind is clear, your communication will be better, and you'll be able to focus on the work better. And
Right.
see, this is where I always tell people, when you, for example, let's say we are spending 2 hours here, 1.5 hours. That is actually giving a benefit of 100 hours in life. So
Yes.
without this knowledge, what people are doing is they think this is waste of time, or they're in a rush. So then without spending these 2 hours, they're willing to waste that 100 hours in terms of efficiency, the mental peace, the communication, clarity. Of course, it's not a kind of blame, but we were all there. We all learned with Acharya's grace, and we are learning. But that's why we are always encouraging, doing our best to spread the word, because every hour you are spending on this gnana is saving you a lot of things, plus mental peace in life.
Right. Both physical health as well as spiritual growth, progress for us. And cleaning the karmic bondage, we will be avoiding so many thousands of lives. Right. Spending a few minutes, if you are able to get over thousands of lives, that will be great. Again, yeah, hopefully with grace of Acharya, some people get used to and start making progress in this direction.
So Shantaji, if you have to leave, that's okay, you can leave. Do you need to leave, Shantaji?
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. See you next time.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I'll join the next class.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to sloka 15. Before we go into sloka 15, the one more important thing here is with peaceful mind, being fearless. I mean, when I was looking at it, why is it being fearless mentioned here, right? Why do we have to mention that? I mean, every word here is specifically mentioned. There's nothing like, oh, just like that. Okay, put some words there. Right? So each and every word is so important. So being fearless while doing the meditation, what does that mean?
So the way I understood the Varaprasad, it's a sign of surrender. Once we are able to completely surrender to Bhagavan, then we become fearless.
Very good.
That's
Yeah.
so
Wonderful.
any
Yeah,
amount
that's the
of
ultimate
small
thing.
fear. That's the way I understood it. Any amount of small fear we have, that is an indication that we still have to work towards. We have a lot of work to do to reach the surrender.
Right. Yeah. So when we are meditating, typically, so we have desires that are coming. So he said, okay, don't have desires, control the desires. And we have possession. We are thinking of all the possessions, ownership that we have. So don't have that, he said. Now, one more thing, one more aspect that disturbs us is fear. What will happen tomorrow? What will happen to me? Something will happen to me. Something happened to them. It is something that when we are sitting quietly, think about it. What are the things that we think about? We are thinking of imagining what is going to happen, having a fear about future, about our health, about money. That fear is there, and it comes from the fact that fear is coming from the fact that we are not completely surrendering. Perfectly said, right? So we always think I am in control. So I might have done something wrong, or I know I will lose something, or I may face some situation. Thinking that uh, we are responsible, we are going to face it. Uh, that fear, with that fear, our mind goes into that thinking about that in that direction. But if we surrender to Paramatma, that fear will go away completely. So perfectly said, Baladev. We are meditating on him, surrendering to him, leaving all the fears, leaving all the desires, leaving all sense of ownership, possession, because we are truly not owning anything in this world, right? We are not the owners, we are not the doers, we are not the enjoyers. Okay, and things that are going to happen will happen anyway, right? Because of our karmic bondage that we are carrying, and the one who can protect us from it is Paramatma. So focus, surrender to Paramatma, and for the things that we have, we can pray to him, saying, "Okay, thank you for giving, me giving me those things for enjoying." For things that we don't have, again, it is not have the desire to get that, because they are not, for us, right? As in the sense Atma. Atma is not going to carry anything with it when it leaves. So why ask for something? So if we have any fear, just give it to him. Desire also give it to him only. Like one of the things, which sloka it is, but can I have a desire, right? The typically the desire is of two types, right? One is we are having a duty. We are, let's say, a student, desire to get A grade. We are working in a project. Project needs to be successful. That is one type of desire. The other type of desire is totally materialistic possessions, right? Get a lot of money, enjoy, go to places, and all that. So that is on the one side. And so desires related to your duties, you are giving them to Paramatma. You are every day, whenever you pray to God, you are thinking of Paramatma and assigning those desires to him. When I say assign, right? So if let us say you want something to happen, who is the one who is going to give?
Paramatma.
Paramatma. So you inform him that you are the one to work on it and give me that, right? So the desires are transferred to Paramatma. Okay, so it is not your desire anymore. See, you have a goal. Okay, that goal, you have to keep it. And if you don't tell that goal to Paramatma, that desire of achieving a particular goal to Paramatma, then you are actually cheating. The way you are cheating is, if you are not telling Paramatma, then you are thinking you can do it by yourself. Right? Isn't it? So if I'm really believing in the concept that Paramatma is the one who is going to give me the result, then I should inform him. So there's no point in thinking bad that, oh, I have this goal, I have this desire about my activity, and should I inform or not? Every day, it's there in Sri Swamiji's notes as well, that as a servant informs the boss everything they do, because servant cannot simply do whatever they want, right? Then he is not called a servant anymore. Right? So servant informs the boss, takes boss permission to do it. Similarly, we have to inform Paramatma whatever activities we are doing, whatever goals we have, and whatever results we want. We inform him and ask him, give me that. You say, I'm going to do it, but you stand by my side. No. Okay. So one is that. Second is about other materialistic things, don't ask for it. Right? So don't think of, having, 5 houses, 2, 3 cars, and, having expensive vacations and all those things. We should not have those as we, as a matter of our life, we have money, and then, we have certain duties we are doing it. That's great. Not a problem. But don't have those desires and attribute it to Paramatma, saying, God, give me those things. That doesn't make sense. Right? Then if God is giving those things to us, then he is biased. Then people can question, saying that, oh, if you are asking, then only God is giving, then God is not a God, not real God anymore, right? Right? So we ask only related to our duties, each and every activity that we do. And once we attribute whatever we have to do, attribute it to him, there is no concept of fear. So we become fearless. So that is surrender, as Balaji said. So not having fears in our mind. If we are having fears, means we are still thinking that I am the doer, I am the owner, I am the enjoyer. So if I'm not getting it, I'll be unhappy. If I'm not getting it, means I'm not, my activity, my efforts are not sufficient to get it. Probably I may not get it. That is a fear that I have. Just get rid of it while meditating.
Yeah, I think Varaprasad, you actually told us last time when we were studying Gita. Swamiji said, actually there is a sloka, right? So that Bhajagovindam, Satsangatve Nisangatvam, Nisangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nichalatatvam, Nichalatatve Jivan Mukti. So Jeeyar Swamiji has advised or said we have to go beyond Nichalatatvam to Achalatvam.
Acharya, yes.
So, and it happens, that's 100%. So my grandfather used to do that. I mean, at that time, obviously as children, we were not so devotional. So he used to write Ramakoti. So and he had asthma, he was not able to work a lot. So when my grandma used to say, how are you going to get money for children, for something? He says, don't you understand? We have 80 lakh rupees in our home, and Sri Rama knows what to give me. He, Manasa Vacha Karmana, he followed that,
Very good.
And,
Yes.
it's amazing.
Wonderful, wonderful. His blessings are on you.
Definitely, and I always feel that, it was a great. But yeah, see, the process is, just to conclude this, not to conclude, just to add, it happens very slowly. You may not be conscious that it is not happening. Just coming and listening with Shraddha, with complete faith, that's all what you need. And once you have this knowledge, you get a basis, right? What you call bhumika, on which you will start operating your life. And until then, it's like, I always say, driving an aeroplane without reading manual. I mean, if it's going well, it's okay, When it doesn't go well, we don't know what to do, kind of thing. This is amazing, and we're very thankful to you, Prasad.
Practice kind of a thing. I can tell you, I used to watch movies every other day. Nowadays, I hardly, for the last 3 months, I don't even watch any movie. I only watch YouTube channels or something, right? Something, either Shankaracharya or Jeeyar Swami, some kind of SVBC channel, right? Other than that, I hardly watch anything else, actually. I don't know what, again, all this is because of you guys.
By the way, tomorrow we are starting Ramayana. Since the occasion came, we didn't advertise it too much because, sorry, Wednesday.
Ekadashi day, so yeah.
Yeah, if you are interested, by all means, please join. We didn't advertise it a lot because everybody might be busy, but this group is a serious group. Please do join if you can.
Is that a separate group, Pandit? Like links?
Yes, Sandy. I created a separate group, but we will use the same Zoom link.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So that way recordings go into the same place. We can create a playlist. And thank you.
Okay.
Same time, Bhagavad.
Same time.
Okay, so we'll move on to next sloka. Sloka 15. Please chant. Yunjannevam sadatmanam.
Yunjannevam
sadatmanam.
Yogi niyatamanasah.
Yogi niyatamanasah.
Santim nirvana paramam.
Shantim nirvana paramam.
Matsamstham adhigacchati. Chant together.
Yunjannevam
sadatmanam.
Yogi niyatamanasah. Shantim nirvana paramam. Matsamstham
adhigacchati.
So, evam, in this manner, yunjannevam, right? Evam, in this manner, sada atmanam yunjan, always uniting mind. So, in the previous sloka, he said, meditate on me, thinking of me as the supreme, right? So, sadatmanam yunjan, always uniting your mind on me or with me, right? Niyata manasaha yogi, yogi niyata manasaha. Yogi achieves the controlled mind. Shanti madhigacchati. This yogi attains peace. Okay, so evam sadatmanam yunjan yogi niyata manasaha shanti madhigacchati. This yogi achieves, attains peace. Shanti madhigacchati, attains peace, right? By doing this meditation like this. Okay. Niyata manasaha, lot of times that controlling mind is coming. This is very, very important. I think the meditation, the goal is to control our mind, focus our thoughts inwards on realizing Atma. So Lord Krishna again mentioned about Niyata Manasaha, that is having controlled mind. Okay, so Shanti Madhigachati. What kind of peace, what kind of Shanti that we'll get? Nirvana Paramam Mat Samstham is qualifying it. Supreme bliss of liberation. Nirvana Paramam, supreme bliss of liberation. Mat Samstham, which is established in me, which is placed in me. Okay, so I mean, we should not equate it to Shanti, peace that we get in the, the materialistic world. Okay, materialistic world, we may not, that is separate. This is supreme bliss, supreme bliss of liberation. That peace we will get, which is situated or placed in Paramatma. In other words, I mean, placed in Paramatma, we kind of think, oh, Paramatma is like a house and then we go and enter into him. It's not like that. We will reach the stage which is equivalent to Paramatma. Okay. So, and the Paramatma is always the supreme bliss of liberation. That Ananda we talk about, right? The state of Ananda is when we reach that state of liberation, we would achieve that supreme bliss. No more taking births again and again. Always able to serve Paramatma as we wish, with no limitations. Imagine how it's difficult to even imagine that kind of state. Right? I mean, if someone we love, we are able to do everything for them without any limitation. Like we love our kids, for example. Imagine we are able to, I mean, this is a lower level. I mean, we're talking about, loving someone who is lower than us. Paramatma is higher, that's a different thing. But just as an example, so we are able to, we love our kids. Imagine we are able to give them everything without any limitation. How happy we'll be, that state, right? And they would not have to think of anything that, oh, my father or mother did not give this to me. There is no such limitation at all, let us say. Okay, or loving our parents, let us say. We love our parents, we are able to give them everything they want and they don't feel like, okay, something is lacking, and my son or daughter is not able to give to me. So seeing them in that state will be giving us so much happy, right? Same way, when we are able to serve Paramatma with no limitations, that, oh my God, today I have to go back and take birth again, and we will not be able to do the same kind of service I'm able to do here. That kind of a situation will never be there once we are in that state, right? And no limitation on resources of any kind. So we're able to serve him 100% as we wish. There won't be any bounds to any happiness. So that is the supreme bliss of liberation. It is not about enjoying ourselves, or that is you won't get much happiness. After some time you will lose you will start, just like you have big house. The first day you enter the house, you like, oh my God, I have a big house, I'm enjoying the house. After 1 year, okay, there probably I'm not even using 70% of it. What enjoyment is there? I still have to do a lot of other things. That kind of feeling comes, right? Same with the cars as well. Like any possession that we get and we enjoy it ourselves, the enjoyment starts going down. But the enjoyment that we get with serving Paramatma, there won't be any limit. Right? So same is the case even serving Paramatma here also. There won't be any limit to that happiness. But it's difficult to reach that stage. So it is not like you have to take liberation. I mean, go to the state where we have to, we should not be taking birth again and again. Then only we will be able to reach that. It's not needed. We can do that here also. But, it's difficult for ordinary beings. Enlightened individuals, they are in that state of bliss even here also while serving Paramatma. They are also serving other people as service to Paramatma. So their happiness will not come down because they're serving person X or Y or Z. Right? They're all serving everybody as service to Paramatma. So they're always in that state of supreme bliss, as Balaji Garu mentioned. So they're in that state already. They're in the state of meditation or that service to Paramatma stage, where even though they are living here, they're already in that state. And that's what Lord Krishna also mentioned. You don't have to, it's not necessary that you have to leave the body to reach this state. You can achieve that state here also. But again, so it's like not 100% pure, right? It's a little bit, our senses are always, senses, mind, they always take us in different directions. Our body has limitations. But when we reach that stage, there won't be any limitations. Okay. Sloka 16. We'll try to complete Sloka 16. Listen. Natyasnatastu yogosti
Natyasnatastu yogosti
nachaikantamanasnataha
nachaikantamanasnataha
nachati swapnasilasya
nachati swapnashilasya
jagrato naiva cha Arjuna.
Jagrato naiva cha Arjuna.
Let's chant together.
Natyasnatastu yogosti nachaikantamanasnataha nachati swapnashilasya jagrato naiva cha Arjuna.
Lord Krishna is saying, hey Arjuna, na ati asnataha tu. He said, right? Tu is but. Okay? Or on the contrary. Okay? Na yogaha asti. Meditation is not possible. For who? Ati asnataha. To one who eats too much. So in the previous, he said, meditate like this, then you will reach the state of supreme bliss, right? So, but he's saying, but you will not. Meditation is not possible for those who eat too much. And na ekantam anasnataha cha. Na ekantam anasnata cha means anasnataha is one who does not eat. So ati asnataha is who eats too much. Anasnataha is who does not eat. Na anasnataha, not to the one who does not eat. So meditation is not possible to the one who does not eat. Ekanta means absolutely. So meditation is not possible for the one who eats too much, and absolutely for the one who does not eat at all, right? And who else it is not possible? Na ati swapna silasya, not to one who sleeps too much. Na jagrata cha is and not at all to the one who is always sleeping. Sorry, always awake. Na jagrata is always awake. So na ati swapna silasya, to the one who sleeps too much. Meditation is not possible. And na jagrataha is one, not to the one who is always awake. Okay, so these four he gave. Eating too much or too less, or sleeping too much or too less, meditation is not possible. I mean, later in the next sloka, Lord Krishna talks about recreation and all the duties. Again, everything in moderation. So one who eats in moderation, okay, not too much, not too less, and one who sleeps in moderation, not too much, not too less. But only for that person, meditation is possible. The reason is, I mean, pretty obvious, right? I mean, the one who, for example, one who does not sleep at all, start doing the meditation, immediately they will go to sleep, right? That is a state very easy for going to meditation. One who sleeps too much, okay, for that one is also like they will see, they are able to sleep too much means even in the meditation state also they'll sleep, isn't it?
Laziness.
Lazy people. So for them, you ask them, see, they are sleeping too much means they are not doing their duties, what they're supposed to. So they're sleeping. Now to that person, you say, you do meditation, they'll say, oh, thank you so much. It's the time for me to sleep again. Right? It is not possible to do the meditation for them. And then na asnataha ati asnataha. So is one who eats too much, they're having physically they're not able to sit. One who is having a lot of physical problems. I mean, with food, too much food or too less food, we get body problems. One who has body problems cannot sit. As Balaji even mentioned, like some people who have problems. Of course, that might have come with the old age. But imagine if someone is really, overweight. For such a person, you ask them to sit for a long time. It becomes very difficult. Their spine starts paining, I guess, because of the weight. And one who did not eat at all, when they want to do meditation, the hunger will start paining them, right? One of the painful things is actually hunger. A lot of us don't face it, but hunger is one of the painful things. So when such a pain is there, you ask somebody to sit quietly and start meditating on Paramatma, it's impossible. So that's why, Lord Krishna is very, very clearly saying, you moderate on these things and then do the meditation. If you are one of these, then it is not possible for you to do the meditation. No matter how much you may think of, I want to do meditation, I want to do meditation. But as soon as you sit there, you can't. Your mind will focus on either food or sleep or body problems or something else.
And it's difficult to wake up in the morning also.
Oh,
If we
yes.
have full stomach meal in the night, it's very difficult to get up in the morning.
Yes, yes. Okay, so we completed sloka 16, right? So 11 to 16 is session. Okay, we'll conclude. Kayena vacha manasendriya buddhyatmana va prakriti svabhava karma yajjat sagalam
Narayana samarpayami.
Narayana samarpayami Sarvam Shri Krishna Namastu Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Jai Srimanarayana.
Jai Shri Manna.
Jai Srimanarayana. Thank you
వరప్రసాద్
everyone.
గారు, ఇది రామాయణ
Thank you.
బుక్ తెలుగుది మనం ఆశ్రమంలో తీసుకోవచ్చా అండి? తెలుగుది
Uh,